EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Los Angeles Rams.
Gay set to kick off.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And his first pass is incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
2nd and 10 now, Ryan. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10. The Rams' 12-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan. This will be caught just inside the 10. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Rams nothing.
Now following the touchdown, Hofrichter to kick off. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now it's Goff. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
39-yard line.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now a run with Akers. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darqueze Dennard. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
What are you doing? That's a good one.
We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them, and they took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. A shotgun snap for Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Damontae Kazee. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Let's go! Youngway.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already.
Kickoff for the Falcons.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Falcons' 37-yard line.
From the gun, here's Goff. And his throw is incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see.
And it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
32-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On the ground, it's Akers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. 21-3 is your score after one.
Score Falcons 21, Rams 3.
They'll run on first down. It's Brown. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Keanu Neal brought him down.
A run here with Brown, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Isaiah Oliver brought him down. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll run on third down with Brown. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
That's good.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs.
At the 48-yard line.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Akers. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
He was brought down.
A.J. Terrell coming up to make the play.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go with Brown. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Gone. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, Ryan. Flush to his right. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And the ball is going to wind up out of bounds, so they will lose yardage, but they'll keep the football. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
It's caught. Jones. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. Rolling to his right. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Ryan able to get this to Gurley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down, Falcons.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Another try after the first down sack. Ryan. And I think the ball's out. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Grady Jarrett on the stop.
On 2nd down and 4. Goff escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll run this with Akers. He won't go down. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. To throw on 2nd and 6. Goff. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Goff now looks to throw. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
7-yard line.
Again, Goff. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 32. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Over first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. They'll run here with Akers. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
2 yards on the pickup.
Going right back to Akers. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 29. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers, 29 yards. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Fielded near the back of the end zone.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Samson Abuka coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
The Falcons send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a first and 10.
33-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor, and they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
A good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll go again here with Akers. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
And while the guys with the ball are having a whole lot of fun keeping it on the ground, the guys on the opposite side, they are having zero fun. They've been getting pushed around the entire game and haven't found an answer yet to slow down the running game. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They're going to go for it. It's gone. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st down, it's Gurley. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. But just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Here's Gurley now. Toss right. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd.
Again they run with Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Play action. Ryan. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
4th down.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley. his second touchdown of the night. And the Falcons push further out in front. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Good. Makes the score Falcons 28, Rams 10. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for them.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Now Jones. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down,
Caused all of that.
it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. And his throw here is incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, and it's second down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Goff now looking to throw. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
To Cam Akers. It's a gain of 4. Brings up
to the air again. Goff. This pass complete to Reynolds. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line. That's a third down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play. From the red zone now, Goff. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him.
This.
20. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. On the return, it's Simba Webster. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
on the return. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A huge play that time for the Rams. 47 yards. And this is caught at the 8. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Gerald Everett, 33 yards. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And here's Hofrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Back to throw, Goff. Flushed out right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling him for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the second.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And it's a defensive return for a late touchdown. So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets them a little bit closer. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Matt Gay set to kick off.
Good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. wants to throw it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the gun, it's Ryan. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it?
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So that, a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation, because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately, that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. He'll have a first down past the 40. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, Falcons. Todd Gurley, 75 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Now Jones. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. On the handoff, it's Akers. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. The Falcons going to use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down. They'll run for it with Akers. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. Flush to his right, and that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again, Ryan. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked picked off by David Long.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
After the interception, here's Goff. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete. A.J. Terrell on the coverage.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a run with Akers. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Los Angeles. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway from Atlanta. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here's Ryan to throw. Open man, it's Stacker. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. This one caught by Ridley. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
5-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Now it's Gurley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
It's now 3rd down and 3.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. He can run. The ball comes out. And the Packers pick it up. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, it wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here, as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line.
And it's 3rd down.
Looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And able to find Allen Lazard. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
First down, Green Bay.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On 2nd and 12, Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Rodgers' pass intercepted. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They run. It's Gurley. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
The ball carrier brought down at the 30-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1.
The first quarter with no scores.
Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. From the 30 on 2nd down, Ryan. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Now Gurley. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
On 2nd and 12, Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Hayden Hurst there to make the grab as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On 1st down, Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They'll drop this underneath for Jones. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And that is going to be incomplete. Well, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey. From the 45 on 2nd down, Ryan flushed out right. He'll run it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
At the 4-yard line, a gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal.
Another try on 2nd down with Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, Maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Come on, come on, come on.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. On 3rd and goal, Ryan. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Hayden Hurst with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Here's Ryan, and they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
On play action, now Rodgers. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Fowler. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the...
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Matt Ryan now 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Falcons push further out in front.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route-running ability.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. Takes it at the 7. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
The Packers take over first.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down. Gurley again here on 1st down. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And here's Lewis. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and...
Rodgers going to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Now Rodgers. A dump underneath to Jones. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll run it with Jones. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. Looking deep for who? That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Now following the touchdown, Hofrichter to kick off. And here's Lewis. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the...
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Robert Tonyan, 74 yards. And the Packers get a score closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 23-yard line.
Another carry now for Gurley. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he comes back with one complete. 9 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
A 3-yard.
So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, this is Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They go play action with Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd
from the gun. Rodgers got him there, and it's Tanyan complete. And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. The Packers go for it. Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On 1st down, it's Gurley. He will push his way down to about the 14. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
A gain of 2.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan flushed out right. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Falcons will extend their lead. They have the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
And here's Lewis. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And now here is another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?